Come on in. I'm Mabel Hill, by the way. And that's Hill with an H, not ill like my customers. You can't stay long as the curfew's coming. If the police pick you up, you're away for your tea. Now, no, this is not just me rushing you into buying things. Believe me, I've plenty of customers these days. But while you're here, there's a cheap bedpan going. Any takers? Oh, my head's dinging. And I know what you're thinking. I'm in the best place for curing a headache. But the thing is, it's the worst place for giving you a sore head too. My husband Tommy's always shouting down from his bed. That man of mine had given aspirin a headache. There, a victory pill. That'll sort me out rightly. All sorts of pills and potions I've been selling these days. Yesterday morning it started. A police inspector was assassinated as he walked out of the barracks, and it sparked off a whole day of tit-for-tat murders and mayhem. People thrown out of their place of work and interned, and it wasn't only the police and the IRA creating havoc. It was the Ulster Protestant Association too. This morning, a constable walked in here. "Where's Tommy?" he went. "Oh, in bed with the gout. He'd a powerful attack of it last night." "I'll talk to you then, Mabel. We've been hearing reports about yesterday evening. Did Maisie Kennedy come here?" "No, and I could put my hand on my heart to that." "Were you or were you not selling all sorts of liniments and bandages to wounded terrorists?" And the fear near fell out of me, but I brazened it out. "Oh, how can I tell if a customer's a terrorist or not? They hardly wear a big T on the front of their jacket." "Oh, you can tell all right," he says. "Normal people don't have injuries from bullet holes." "True," I agreed, "but they can hide their injuries. And some scientists say there's another way you can tell. It's called phrenology. The shape of the human head reveals everything about your character." So I showed him. This is the part of the brain that signifies criminal courage. And right here in the temple, that's passion for a cause. So if you want to find a terrorist, all you have to do is look for someone with a bulbous back of the head and a bump on the front. The constable was raging with me. "Don't be so ridiculous," he guldered, and he tore a piece of paper off his notepad. "Write down the names of the people that came here last night, Mabel, or I'll be arresting you myself. I'll be back in an hour, and I'm bringing a search warrant too. We're going to deal with sympathisers like you." The truth is, I helped everyone who came here. They were too scared to go to hospital for fear of being caught. Maisie Kennedy's husband arrived in a hell of a state because Maisie'd made a homemade bomb on her wee stove and it exploded in her face. And then there was John McKee, came in dripping blood from shrapnel, so I gave him iodine to clean out the wounds and pills for the fever. Oh, there were so many at our door. All through the night they came. Those poor, broken people. And sure, I know they'd been attacking the police, but they're human beings and neighbours. I won't turn them away. Plus, and even more importantly, I don't want to be attacked for not helping them. If they set fire to us, there's that many chemicals in here, the whole street would be blown to kingdom come. They're saying Maisie Kennedy might lose her hand. 2 days ago, she came in here and asked for this. Saltpetre. We use it for rheumatism and lung disorders, but do you know fireworks? They're made of saltpetre, so you can use it for bombs too. Tommy says if a customer's not limping or coughing, I shouldn't sell it. But as I always say, a sale's a sale. You can't stop war. There are personal reasons behind the darkest acts. Maisie's own brother was killed in this street last winter. But the strange thing is, the constable didn't come back in an hour. For all I know, he could have been shot dead in a reprisal. Still, if he doesn't come back, another constable will turn up soon enough. What'll I do? How can I give them Maisie Kennedy's name or John McKee's? 1,000,000 times I've told them to stay away. Do what the soldiers did in the Great War, I tell them. Go and pick the sphagnum moss in the fields yourselves and put it in a homemade bandage. Moss is nature's antiseptic. It doesn't cost you a penny piece. Well, at least the victory pill's done the trick. My head's back in tip-top form. Right, I'm off to Maisie Kennedy's now across the street before the curfew. And then I'll go upstairs and see Tommy. Gout? He hasn't got gout at all. Truth is, it's time for me to clean out his bullet wound again.